Hi everyone, how are you? My name is Sandra. Welcome to my spiritual sanctuary, and it's Feng Shui Friday. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in and sit down and relax. And we are going to have a little time together here. I'm not going to spend too long today, about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So hang in there with me. This is a really great topic today that I'm going to be talking about. And then I'm going to pull some angel cards at the end so that you guys can have a message for the week. Now, if you're new to my channel and you haven't been here to Feng Shui Friday before, I want to say welcome, welcome. We're so glad to have you aboard. I hope you'll come back. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell and on the side below, and then you will be notified of my new videos that come out every week, every Friday, okay, for Feng Shui Friday. And I am going to start doing a few more other things coming up. I'm not going to tell you what those are yet, okay? But some is, now that we're out of Mercury retrograde, which ended on the 22nd of June, now things can really begin to start moving again. So I am planning to do more card readings and more channeling sessions from the divine, and also from deceased loved ones, the ancestors on the other side. As you know, that I do connect with those that I love on the other side, and my husband, who had passed in 1980, and I are very much connected. And so we will bring some message forward for others on the, so that you can tap into some of the people that you love on the other side, okay? So hang in there with me. But today we're going to talk about be talking about empaths. So are you an empath? Well, think about it. A lot of times people don't know that they're an empath. They just know what the effects of being an empath are. So I was able to do some research this week because I'm an empath. My daughter's an empath, and I would imagine my granddaughters are as well. And what I have found over time, based on my experience, is that if I had known the term empath in some of my relationships, I would have definitely moved through them differently than I did. And knowing that you're an empath allows you to create boundaries. It allows you to create an environment for yourself that is going to help you to grow and flourish, so that you don't get bogged down and start taking on energies of other people, and then you are unable to determine what is yours and what is somebody else's stuff, okay? And consequently, empaths will take on the energy of the planet as well. So sometimes if you're feeling uneasy, or you feel angry or upset or just sad and maybe depressed for no reason, it's because you have taken on the energy of the outside world. So that's a clue that you need to go within and really clear that energy out and get into a regular ritual and practice of how to do that. So I use prayer, meditation. I live alone, so it's a little bit easier for me to clear my energy from other people because I don't have people around me all the time. So if you live with other people, there are techniques that you can use to clear out your energy, so that you're not taking on the energy of your marital partner, your spouse, your kids, maybe your parents, and taking it on as your own. So I did compile some questions. I am in a yoga training right now, so that's why I'm not going to take a lot of time today, because I'm heading off to yoga training. And so what I'm going to be doing is some yin yoga videos for you as soon as I am done with the training, that will help you to get grounded, to work the meridian systems, and to clear out the energies. Now, Some of the questions that you might want to ask yourself when you wonder, am I an empath? Most likely you would know if you are, but these are some questions that you can ask yourself. Do you get confused about what emotions are yours and which ones are other people's? I think that is the biggest one. And it's important that you determine what is mine and what is theirs, okay? So if you start to have physical ailments on the right side of the body, that means you're taking on issues from other people. If you start to have physical issues on the left side of the body, that means that your soul, it's a soul issue for you. So then you start going within and looking, what am I doing? What is causing this in my life? The next question is, when you have a negative experience, does it seem to stick on you and sometimes even make you sick? So is it attaching to your physical body? And are you having disease and illness as a result of being upset? Okay, so that's another thing to watch out for. Do you have inflammatory conditions like chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, or adrenal burnout? So are you tired a lot? Are you fatigued? That may be something that is draining your energy from an outside source. So it's good for you to be aware and go within and look and see what around you is creating that in your life. And then we can work on it from an inside out approach. Do big crowds and noisy parties set off your anxiety and inner alarms so much that you've had to leave? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have anxiety disorders when they're in a group of people or a crowd. Me, I can do that, but I can only do it for a certain amount of time, and then I have to go someplace to be in a quiet space to release all of the activity and the energy and everything. So you may find that that is for you as well. Do you want to stay fit and flexible but find that most classes are too long or aggressive for you, or so gentle that your energy feels good but your physical goals go unmet? Okay, so that's another clue. And that's why I would like to bring yoga, yin yoga, to you to help you. And I'll be setting up a new platform with yin yoga classes on there just specifically for empaths. So watch for that coming up. Okay, and the next question is consistently caring for your own energy and body a challenge, as you tend to give as much to help those around you? So are you giving too much energy to people around you outside of you and not filling your cup back up? Okay, filling yourself back up with energy. So one of the things, if you've listened to my videos before, is you wake up with 100% energy every single day, and begin to notice where that energy is leaking out to. Who's it leaking out to? Where's it going? Make sure you're pulling it back if it's going to unnecessary sources or drama. You know, people that are coming in and pulling on you with drama. Cut those ties and let those people go and learn their own karma, live their own lessons. We all have our own path to walk. It's not your responsibility to take on the responsibilities for others, and to know when to draw that line, that boundary line, because it's taking too much of your energy and draining you, okay? Are you hypersensitive? Are you hypersensitive or even allergic to a variety of foods and drinks? So that's another indication that you may be an empath. So pay attention to your diet. You know, write down what you're eating so you're aware of it. Self-awareness is so important when we're protecting our energy body as opposed to our physical body. Pay attention to how much water you're drinking every day, what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, and what are the effects of the foods that you're putting in your body. And then you'll begin to notice what it's doing for your energy and how it can help you to fill yourself up instead of depleting you. Do you sense energies or deeply that you've been told you have spiritual abilities. So a lot of us have that psychic abilities. We have we're very sensitive in that we go into a room and we can feel what's been going on in that room. As a Feng Shui consultant, many times I could walk into a person's home and know that something did not feel right. There maybe had been some spirits in the home, or there had been maybe a death in the home, or there had been an argument maybe sometime, and you can just feel the energies of people and places around you. And if you feel like you are picking up things, you just know that what somebody else is thinking, you know what somebody else is going to say, you have premonitions of what's going to happen. That's your intuitive side. That is a wonderful gift from God. But the thing is it has to be controlled. So it's important that you learn how to control that gift so that you know emotionally, mentally, and physically and spiritually how to maneuver through those times when you are getting those signals. And especially emotional intelligence is knowing what to say and what not to say. Knowing as a high priestess or a divine feminine, knowing when is the right time to speak what you know, when is not the right time, when is to keep it back, because people are not ready to hear the information. Just because God has given you this gift of prophecy and knowing other people's thoughts, other people's maybe agendas and things like that, just by meeting them, does not mean that we give that information out. Some of that we have to keep within because people are not ready to hear that from us as well, okay? And like I said, everybody has their own journey, their own spiritual path, and it's important that we meet everybody where they are, okay? We don't want to infringe on other people's freedoms, other people's lives with our information and knowledge, okay? So, is setting strong boundaries consistently and respectfully difficult for you? Well, for a feminine, a divine feminine, it's very hard to set boundaries sometimes when you are unconditionally loving everyone around you. It's sometimes hard to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't, I have to draw that line. I cannot come into your energy field. That is your responsibility, because it'll hurt me by going into your energy field and playing and messing with your divine life path. So boundaries are important. I know for myself, it's been a constant struggle, although over time and different relationships that I've been in, I've learned so much. So definitely that is something that I can help you with. If you'd like some coaching with that, I can definitely be of service with that for you. Now, do you become uncommonly drained by even one interaction, conversation with the wrong person? Okay. People, places, and things, not just people, but people, places, and things, know when these places, people, places, or things are draining you, and cut them out. Cut them out because they're not serving you from a higher level. You want to keep your vibration high. And unfortunately, not everybody can go with you, okay? Not everybody is meant to stay in your life long term. You know that saying, some people come into your life for a reason, a season, or for a lifetime. And it's important for you to determine which one of those is each person that comes into your life, okay? And sometimes family members, are not good for you as well. And unfortunately, there's a lot of estrangement that goes on with that. But you have to that's a case by case basis, and you just have to know when to love somebody enough to let them go through what they need to, but be there to support them as well as love them unconditionally. And are your relationships so enmeshed that you struggle to find space for yourself and sometimes have to leave entirely to get it? And that happens sometimes. in coupled situations. They have to separate for a while. That happens even with our children. Even I was a single mom. Sometimes I would just have to take the kids someplace for somebody to take them for, a couple hours or a day just to get my space back, take a day for myself to get my energy level back so that I have more energy to give to the children, or you have more energy to give to your spouse, or whatever that is for you. But knowing, again, it all comes down to boundaries and what is healthy for you and for others as well. Now, let's see. Is your body a vessel for health and healing every day, or do you go long periods nearly ignoring it or feeling dissociated from it? Okay, so sometimes people, they forget to eat, they forget to sleep, or they feel like they don't need sleep, or you're kind of dissociating from the needs of the body. And the energy that we're in right now is telling us, don't do that. Don't do that. Be aware of what you and your body needs and give yourself that, okay? Don't disassociate from your own inner self, your own body. That's where prayer and meditation every day come in, because it's very helpful to get back in touch with your energy field and your physical body. Are you skilled at claiming a near daily mindful movement and meditation practice for yourself, or not so much? Okay, so as I said, it's important to get into that daily mindful meditation, either in the morning or before you go to bed at night. And so therefore you are tapping into the divine flow, balancing out your chakras, releasing the day, and allowing the information to flow into you from the divine that wants to come through to give you your next step in life. Okay, and then it's at the same time maybe doing a forgiveness prayer for everything that has gone wrong during the day, and try to look at the lessons that have come from it and be ready to release what is no longer serving you. Would be very, very helpful to get into a regular spiritual practice of that. As an empath is very freeing, very helpful to you to set your boundaries and getting in touch with yourself and the divine at the same time that you are protecting your energy, okay? So those are just a few questions. If you said yes to any of those questions, then you are an empath. And I just want you to know you're not alone. I totally understand what that feels like. And I just know that if you are having any struggles with relationships or your finances or your creativity or your life path, then you may want to get some help for that. I mean, you don't really need mental health counseling, because being an empath is something that you can do with a life and intuitive coach who understands you, good in coaching by another empath that totally has been there, done that, and has a lot of life experience with those struggles of life that come with being an empath. So I'm more than willing to help you with that. If you'd like some coaching, you can go ahead and email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com, and I'll get something set up for you. Now, if you're not already on my email list, please get on my email list below. And I do send out a weekly. Every Friday I send out a newsletter to my subscribers, and I talk about a different subject. And I do a weekly reading on my the Friday newsletter. So I pull a couple cards for you for the week to see what is going to come forward and some advice for you. So it's always pretty right on when I do it for myself, so I know it's helpful for others. So don't miss out on that. And what I wanted to do before, I haven't done a reading in a while for you guys, so what I thought I would do is pull a few angel cards for you with my double healing deck. These are my Saints and Angels and Healing with the Angels deck. So let's bring the angels in, the archangels, and see what they have to say for you this week in your healing. All right, so we got 2 cards, and one more wants to come out. believe. Saint Hildegard of Bergen. Believe in yourself. Believe that you do have the ability to have everything that you desire in your life. And as an empath, just know that you are creating your own world. And as far as the belief in an unseen force is so important for an empath, because most of what comes into our sphere, our energy field, is from the unseen, not the seen. We get a lot of messages from the seen, but it's really the unseen forces that are giving us those messages. So believe that it's the truth, okay? Believe in yourself and your intuition. Daniel, I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. So if you are having problems in your marriage, or you're getting married, or you're getting close to getting into a commitment, just know that Daniel is here to help you with that. So a lot of times empaths have a hard time with relationships because, of course, we give too much, we give way too much, and it depletes us. So it creates relationship issues, and also taking on the energy of whoever we surround ourselves with, especially if, you're having sexual relations as an empath, you take on the energy. So be careful with that, and be careful to clear yourself and your energy. But just know Daniel is here to help you with your marriage. And then we have Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but I have to have my glasses for this one. Okay. But don't descend. All right, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. So there you go. Just take care of yourself. As you take care of yourself, you're taking care of others. And maybe you are vibing high right now, flying high. So don't descend, don't change. Keep your vibration high and moving forward. And Feng Shui is a wonderful tool for your home, because you're clearing out the energy of each room. And don't miss next week, because I'm going to go into all of the flying star energy shifts and planetary changes coming up for July. That'll be from July 7th until I think August 5th. So everything's going to change. And so it's important as an empath that you follow these energy patterns so that everything is in alignment with the universe. And make sure that you are clearing your spaces. If you have lived with other people, make sure that you're keeping a space for yourself so that you can get quiet and have meditation and create a regular ritual for bedtime, and make sure that you are keeping your vibe high. Especially, do not descend. Keep your vibe high, okay? So that's your advice for this week, my friends. And that's what I have for you today for Feng Shui Friday, June 25th. And if you have any questions or you want to know more about me, you can go to my website, myspiritualsanctuary.com. Everything about what I do is on my website, and you can opt into my mailing list there as well. And if you'd like a coaching session with me for Feng Shui, astrology, for tarot reading, or just for life coaching, empath coaching, then go ahead and email me. Everything is down below, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. I wish everybody a wonderful week ahead, and stay sane with this full moon we just had last night in Capricorn, okay? So if you have Capricorn in your chart, you're probably experiencing some change, but not to worry. Just go within and be peaceful, stay grounded, and stay centered, okay? So until we meet again, my friends, namaste.